In this video, I'll be reading about drug scheduling from the Drug Enforcement Administration of the United States. Drug scheduling. Drug schedules. Drugs, substances, and certain chemicals used to make drugs are classified into 5 distinct categories or schedules depending upon the drug's acceptable medical use and the drug's abuse or dependency potential. The abuse rate is a determinate factor in the scheduling of the drug. For example, Schedule 1 drugs have a high potential for abuse and the potential to create severe psychological and/or physical dependence. As the drug schedule changes, Schedule 2, Schedule 3, etc., so does the abuse potential. Schedule 5 drugs represent the least potential for abuse. A listing of drugs and their schedule are located at Controlled Substances Act (CSA) Scheduling or CSA Scheduling by alphabetical order. These lists describes the basic or parent chemical and do not necessarily describe the salts, isomers, and salts of isomers, esters, and ethers, and derivatives which may also be classified as controlled substances. These lists are intended as general references and are not comprehensive listings of all controlled substances. Please note that a substance need not be listed as a controlled substance to be treated as a Schedule 1 substance for criminal prosecution. A controlled substance analog is a substance which is intended for human consumption and is structurally or pharmacologically substantially similar to or is represented as being similar to a Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 substance and is not an approved medication in the United States. See 21 U.S.C. 80232A for the definition of a controlled substance analog and 21 U.S.C. 813 for the schedule. Schedule 1. Schedule 1 drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with no currently accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. Some examples of Schedule 1 drugs are heroin, lysergic acid diethylamide, LSD, marijuana, cannabis, 3,4-methyllenedioxymethamphetamine, ecstasy, methaqualone, and peyote. Schedule 2. Schedule 2 drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with a high potential for abuse, with use potentially leading to severe psychological or physical dependence. These drugs are also considered dangerous. Some examples of Schedule 2 drugs are combination products with less than 15 milligrams of hydrocodone per dosage unit, Vicodin, cocaine, methamphetamine, methadone, hydromorphine, dilaudid, meperidine, demerol, oxycodone, OxyContin, fentanyl, dexedrine, Adderall, and Ritalin. Schedule 3. Schedule 3 drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with a moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence. Schedule 3 drugs potential abuse is less than Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 drugs, but more than Schedule 4. Some examples of Schedule 3 drugs are products containing less than 90 milligrams of
codeine,
codeine per dosage unit, Tylenol with codeine, ketamine, anabolic steroids, testosterone. Schedule 4. Schedule 4 drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with a low potential for abuse and low risk of dependence. Some examples of Schedule 4 drugs are Xanax, Soma, Darvon, Darvocet,
Darvocet,
Valium, Ativan, Talwin, Ambien, Tramadol. Tramadol. Schedule 5. Schedule 5 drugs, substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with lower potential for abuse than Schedule 4 and consist of preparations containing limited quantities of certain narcotics. Schedule 5 drugs are generally used for anti-diarrheal, antitussive, and analgesic purposes.
analgesic,
Analgesic purposes. Some examples of Schedule 5 drugs are cough preparations with less than 200 milligrams of
codeine,
codeine or per 100 milliliters,
robitussin,
Robitussin, AC, Lomotil, Motofen, Lyrica, Paripectolin,
parapectolin,